Hello, everyone. I welcome you at the YouTube channel of Advanced Multiple Incorporation. Advanced Multiple Incorporation actually is knowledge processing and information management organization that is located in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. My name is Dr. Taha Tazir. I'm working as scientific executive with the Intellectual Consortium of Drug Discovery and Technology Development Incorporation. Both of these organizations are located in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Today, I'm going to discuss my knowledge, my experience, and my research under the title of Development of COVID-19 Vaccine by using the viral component of messenger RNA, viral vector, and protein subunit. For this purpose, I have collected the scientific information and data from different sources like PubMed, Medline, Scopus, Google Scholar, National Library of Medicine, US MBAS, Directory of Open Access Journal, ProQuest, CNKI, that is China-based database company, provide the research scientific information all over the world. Some information collected from Crossref and ResearchGate. Okay, before moving forward, I would like to discuss a little bit about scientific portfolio of COVID-19 vaccine. Vaccine is a pharmaceutical dosage form that is used to stimulate the immune system of any living organism. Living organism mean a human or animal, and they have to synthesize the antibody to fight against a particular disease or particular antigen. COVID-19 vaccine can prevent viral infection in the human population. Different type of COVID-19 vaccines have different pattern and different structure and different molecular features. So COVID-19 vaccine used following three harmless viral components, that may be the messenger RNA, that may be the viral vector, and it may contain the protein subunit of virus. So if we talk about the landscape of development of COVID-19 vaccine, we see that there are approximately 21% of COVID-19 vaccine, they are developed under the partnership. Partnership mean like business institutions, pharmaceutical companies, and research institution or academic institution. They work together to design and develop the vaccine. 13% of candidate vaccine developed under the academia. Academia mean academic institution, the research institution, professors, researchers, scholars. 66% purely designed under the supervision of businesses, pharmaceutical companies, institutions, commercial-based institutions. If we compare molecular component of the virus that is considered or that is targeted to design and develop the vaccine, we see that 15 vaccine they consider live or attenuated virus. Nine vaccine they have taken the inactivated part of the virus. 36 viral vector, 9 VLP, 53 viral subunit, 13 DNA, and 20 vaccine candidate use the RNA of COVID-19. Now, I would like to discuss a little bit about spike protein protruding from coronavirus. That is the primary target for various ongoing vaccine development efforts. So these are three identical chains depicted in orange, gray, and white colors. The S protein is functionally subdivided into two parts, like S1 red domain and S2 green domain. S1 domain having the receptor binding domain 2 that bind to the ACE receptor. What is ACE? ACE is the angiotensin converting enzyme receptor located at the alveolar cells inside the lungs. Okay, well, messenger RNA COVID-19 vaccine, as we discussed before, there are the three type of the vaccine: messenger RNA, viral vector, and protruding subunit. Messenger RNA, viral protein actually are the genetically engineered messenger RNA used to give the instruction for producing the S protein found on the surface of the COVID-19 virus. After vaccination, immune cells begin producing the S protein pieces and display on the host cell surface that stimulate the immune system of a person or the human being who received the vaccine to produce or synthesize the antibody against that antigen. Antigen means the messenger RNA proteins. In case of infection, these antibodies attack S protein, fight and kill the viruses. The messenger RNA is then immediately broken down and never enter the nucleus to approach the DNA. The Pfizer, BioNTech, and the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine use the messenger RNA. This diagram actually highlights the messenger RNA vaccine to develop immunity or antibody against COVID-19 virus. The spike protein or S proteins taken from COVID-19 virus, messenger RNA with instruction for making the spike protein is developed in a research lab. These proteins are then processed and make a proper pharmaceutical dosage form. This dosage form is then injected to the human being, and messenger RNA entered to the cell. These messenger RNA then produce the protein, spike protein. These spike protein are displayed at the surface of the cell. These spike proteins are recognized by the immune system of the host or human being, which produce specific antibody against COVID-19 virus. If the person becomes sick with COVID-19 in future, antibody bind to virus and stop it from replication or producing the progeny. This is the second type of the vaccine called as viral vector vaccine against COVID-19. The genetic material of COVID-19 is placed in a modified version of viral vector. The viral vector entered the cell, delivered genetic material of COVID-19 virus, and passed direction to produce copies of S proteins. Once cells expose this S protein on surface, the immune system responding by creating antibody and defensive white blood cells. Afterward, in case of infection, the antibody will fight against COVID-19 viruses. The viral vector vaccine are non-pathogenic. The delivered genetic material does not become part of host cell. The Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine is a viral vector vaccine. AstraZeneca and the Oxford University also have the same. So in this diagram, viral vector vaccine to develop immunity against COVID-19 virus is highlighted. Spike protein genetic material extracted from COVID-19 virus. This material or S protein is then processed and that is incorporated into the harmless virus. Unrelated harmless virus is then converted into the proper pharmaceutical dosage form. This dosage form is injected to the human body or human being. These COVID-19 virus spike proteins are produced and then display at the surface of the cell. These spike proteins are recognized by the immune system of host or the person which produce specific antibody against COVID-19 viruses. If the person infected in future, then antibody bind to virus and stop its replication or producing the progeny or the virions. So the person become immune and he's protected from COVID-19. This is the third type of the vaccine called as protein subunit COVID-19 vaccine. Subunit vaccine include only the part of the vaccine to stimulate the host immune system. This type of COVID-19 vaccine contain harmless S protein. Once immune system recognize the S protein, it create antibody and defensive white blood cells. If person become infected later with COVID-19 viruses, the antibody will fight and kill the virus. Novavax is working on protein subunit COVID-19 vaccine. The US Food and Drug Administration has approved the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, now called as Comirnaty, to prevent COVID-19 in people aged 16 and older. The vaccine is under the emergency use authorization for the children aged 5 through 11 and 12 through 15. The FDA has also given emergency use authorization to the Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine. This is the diagram actually highlight the protein subunit vaccine to develop immunity against COVID-19. The spike protein is taken, the spike protein material removed, processed, and material inserted into the bacteria, yeast, or animal cells. The COVID-19 vaccine spike protein produced by the cell and then purified. They are then spike protein is combined with the substance to boost the immunity and then converted into the proper pharmaceutical dosage form. These pharmaceutical dosage form is injected to the person or a human being, and these COVID-19 virus spike protein create in the human cell. When these spike protein created in the human cell, they are displayed at the surface and recognized by the immune system, which produce specific antibody against the COVID-19 viruses. If the person later become infected with the COVID-19, these antibody attack on these antigen, mean COVID-19 virus, and kill it. So person is protected from this infection. Epidemiological, phylogeographic, and phylodynamic analysis of COVID-19 worldwide pandemic followed with extraordinary nature of the risk. In 2020, phylogeographic and phylodynamic analysis were completed successfully. Cloud credibility completed to determine the impact of the disease. Genetic constructed showed 29 gene sequence. So the timeline of development of COVID-19 on the 30th of the May, World Health Organization reported 10 potential COVID-19 vaccine in the clinical phase testing, 121 potential COVID-19 vaccine in the preclinical testing, and approximately 46% of the vaccine under developing phase or developed successfully belong to North America, 18% from the Europe, same percentage in Asia and Australia, and same figure, same value from the China too. So in conclusion, after reviewing the different molecular aspects of COVID-19 virus, it is safe to encourage the worldwide expansion of the vaccination that will protect the global population by obtaining the moral immunity against COVID-19. However, a collaborative international effort is primarily important for the implication of the development of immunogenicity and coverage. COVID-19 is well tolerated and induce humoral response against COVID-19. However, the protective efficacy remain to be determined for the future. So in last, I would like to salute and greet to my colleague, my team, my coworker, Sherry Bajkar, Wolfgang, Daniel, Terry, Robert Heman, Arslan, Kunza, and Noreen. I would like to acknowledge this presentation to Advanced Multiple Incorporation and Intellectual Consortium of Drug Discovery and Technology Development Incorporation. Thank you very much for staying with me and watching the video. See you soon. Take care. Bye now.